So can you tell us a little bit about the project that you've been working on and what you've got on your stand here today?
Yes, we are trying to understand how today's media, call it social media, makes a difference to the way that you can generate interesting things and value in communities. So we're trying to see how all of that adds up. There are clearly some problems with social media, but there are also lots of opportunities. And we're looking at three main areas. We're looking at journalism in communities, hyper-local journalism. We're looking at the way that communities can get involved in shaping design and planning decisions that affect them. And we're looking at the way that communities of creative people, networks of creative people themselves grow up and can flourish using these new techniques. So we have a couple of different examples there. So it's very, very crossover. We're trying to understand how media affects all of those things and how we can understand that in ways that will help our community partners do their work better and be more effective.
Excellent. So that's not just necessarily about looking at each of the media as silos, presumably it's looking at the combination. I was attracted to the word transmedia on one of your posters because my background's in new media and digital writing. So are you sort of taking that kind of holistic approach where you're looking at a variety of media all together, or you're looking at sort of individual social media and how that affects the communities?
Well, we're wanting to understand how communities are using media, given that they've got all these new tools. So, in part of our project, we are using Google Hangout, which is a nice video conferencing technology that also enables you to post stuff onto YouTube and to look at documents whilst you're in the conversation, as used by President Obama and Steven Spielberg, who are not part of our project. But we're also very interested in creation of media as well. We're working with a very interesting partner in the St Paul's area of Bristol, South Bless, and they are generating and networking and nurturing, curating music, news, video, and their latest project, which is a graphic novel called Indigo Babies, and you'll see some stuff about that round here. That's Vince Bedu and his network, which is, at one end of the scale, really, really interesting piece of work.
Excellent. So, whereabouts are you on the trajectory of this project? Are you halfway through? Are you coming to the end? Or are you looking at new challenges?
I think if it were the Grand National, we've gone 2/3 of the way around the first circuit. So we've got our first wave of results, but we finish towards the end of next year. And what we haven't done, which is the biggest opportunity and challenge in the project, is to think through what we are learning from each other in these different community situations and how that can be applied more broadly, beyond our own research environment. That's, I think, not necessarily the most interesting thing, but the most challenging aspect, and that's what we'll come to in the second half of our work.
Excellent. So are you looking for more communities to move out into, or are you sticking with the communities that you're established with for the project?
Well, we have really only just finished identifying the communities that we are working with. So we've got, on our design and planning work, we're working with communities in London. On our hyperlocal journalism work, we're working with communities in Birmingham and South Wales. On our creative networks, Bristol and Birmingham. So we're patchworked around basically 4 parts of the country, and why those parts of the country, there isn't a good answer to that. That's because where we are based and where we have working relationships that we can develop and build on.
Okay, so where can people go to find out a bit more and either get involved or find out more about the partners within your project?
Well, they can look at our website, creativecitizens.co.uk, and that will probably give you the leads for everything else that you need to find out who we are and what we're doing, and we hope lots of people will come and have a look.
Excellent, thank you ever so much.